Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Obioma. I'm still an international student. I know there have been a break in between over 3 to 4 weeks, and the last post I made, I was trying to explain to you guys that I'm writing my coursework and a lot of assignments, and I'm true. Like I said, I will be true by May 12th. So I am true. So in today's video, we'll be talking more of CV, not just for people in UK alone, and even for people outside the country. You know, UK use the word CV, but US use the word resume. So we'll be talking on CV, the importance of CV, the criteria and how to write CV. And my friend is also my coursemate. He will be talking more about it to us. So if this video is what you like to watch, please kindly stay back and enjoy it. I've received some messages from people. They've been receiving a lot of negative information from the companies they've been applying. Some of them also are from Nigeria and other countries. So I thought it wise to come up here and say something on CV. And my brother here, my friend, and my coursemate, my wonderful coursemate, his name is Abiodun. So he will be introducing himself the more, and he will be the one to talk more on that CV. So let's welcome Abiodun.
Thank you everyone. Welcome to today's section. So in today's section, we'll be talking about CV writing, and CV writing in the sense that how can the CV get you a job, not just write CV for writing's sake. And before we start, we'll just put a disclaimer out there that this instruction is not cast in stone, so you can tweak it as you like. This is based on personal review, personal opinion, as well as personal experience based on what I've used to get a job in terms of UK CV format. To start with, one thing you need to note about CV writing is CV has to go with the job description, in the sense that you have to first of all check the job description of the job you want to apply for. First of all, look at the job title, look at the job description, if it match what you can do, and if it match what you have, some of the experiences you have with the past on your CV. And you need to now take the job description line by line and tailor it to your CV, specifically to your CV. Especially in the UK, there's a lot of machines and algorithms that recruiters use to sort out CVs and remove various people's CV. So if your CV is not matched to the keywords and the descriptions on the job description, you just get an automatic email within few seconds of applying. You just get I know some people might have experienced something like that. Either you apply from Nigeria or you are in the UK and you are struggling to get a job, and we are getting a lot of breakfast. We call it breakfast, right? A lot of breakfast constantly, especially when you apply for one job and then they send you. Unfortunately, some people even said they filter their emails to have unfortunately folder separately and millions of unfortunately. So in order for you not to have so many unfortunately, the first thing is to get your job description right. Take those job description. If you like, you can write it down. Some of the things I normally do is I write those job description down. I notice, okay, the ones I know I can do, that is my strength, I pick them out. The one that I know my strength, I still know, okay, I can learn it on the job, I put it to one side. Then after you segment those job description into the one you have your strength and the one you don't have really good strength on it, take the one you have the strength in and put it as the main keywords in your CV. Just put them in your keyword. You don't need to stuff your keyword or your CV with so many keywords about the job description, but just try and find a way to match the job description with your job CV. That's number one in terms of matching your job description with your CV. Secondly, is how do you structure your CV? In Nigeria, we have several ways of structuring CV, and different recruiters and different HRs have different ways they want their CV. But there's a standard format for every CV. In the UK, there's also a standard format for every CV that you see that you want to use to apply for a job. And nationally in the UK, your CV in the past, they used to say your CV in UK CV used to have a profile picture. You have to put the picture one side. It's not a requirement anymore. You don't need to put your picture in your CV or put a passport photograph on your CV. No recruiter wants to see your face. They just want to see what you can do and what you can bring to the business. So if you want to structure your CV, you start from your contact details. Do not write curriculum vitae on your CV as headline. Just put your name as your headline and put your address. Sometimes there's a divided opinion among different recruiters and different HRs on the structure of your address or your contact details. Some people prefer for you to have a full address on your contact details, while some people prefer to have just put your postcode, your email address, your phone number, and that will be it. So, and some people prefer to have your full address, especially if it's an hybrid role or a full-time role that you have to go to the office every day. So they want to know if you live close to where the job is located. So that's one. And after your contact details, you want to put your personal statement. It is very, very important to put your personal statement because some recruiters are so lazy that they don't want to go through your CV. Some just go through your personal statement and they sort your CV one side. You go to the next stage when they now look at the job description and say, okay, if you have the experience that they are advertising for. So that's number one. That's number two in terms of make sure your personal statement is well structured, concise, and straightforward. You don't need to beat around the bush. Just make sure it's straightforward. And number three is now your work experience. Number three is your work experience. Your work experience needs to be tailored, especially to the job description. Just make sure you tailor your your work experience. And one thing I used to say about work experience part is, do not just write work experience like I deploy something. I engage in. Make it more numerical. Numerical in the sense that you have to make it. You have to quantify what you've done in your previous job. So, for example, if you've helped improve sales figure by a certain amount, you need to put in that your job description, your work experience that I improve sales by 150% in 3 months. What did you do by maybe cold calling or by phone number, by calling people up or by going to their houses to knock on their door? Anything you do to make up to that 150%. Just make sure you put it in numerical figures. Each line needs to have at least one numerical figures. Just make sure you have, let's say you are writing a work experience format. If you are writing it in bullet points, make sure at least if you have like 10 bullet points, about 6 of them are numerical. The others can just be, okay, I engage in something that is just text format. Because the numerical figures is what some of the recruiters will see and take you serious, because they will think, okay, for you to be able to quantify what you do, that means you actually do it. You are not lying about doing it, even if you are lying. But make sure you put it in a numerical values, and make sure you structure it in such a way that your latest experience comes first before your other experience. Now, after your work experience, you need to now put in your skills, because if the ATS, we call it applicant tracking system, ATS software, if it's scanning your CV, they will scan it for the keywords in your work experience, and then they look for the skills. So you need to put your skill next after your work experience. Sometimes you can put your skills before your work experience, personal contact details, personal statements, skills, then work experience. But sometimes if you have so many experiences and you need to showcase those experiences first, you can put your personal statement, then put your work experience, and then put your skills. And that skills needs to be itemized correctly, and you need to structure them in such a way that it's very good to the eye, not just scattered everywhere. And sometimes I've write CVs for some people that in such a before that they will just have to I have to put their skills in, not because the work experience already in bullet points. You don't want to have so many bullet points in your CV because it makes it look bad. It doesn't make it look good. So your skills you can put in a table format. Just put it in a table and then make that table concise. And then you hide the table so that the table doesn't show in your CV. There's a way to structure that. I know some people, if you have any issue with creating CV or you want us to help you with your CV, we'll put a comment in the video below and then you can get in touch with us. We help you to possibly just edit your CV in one way or the other. So once you put your skills in the table format, hide the table so that the table doesn't show those table lines. Then next you can put your education qualification and everything, any other qualification you have, education or certifications or anything, any other thing you have. So that's how you just structure your CV in a very good format, especially for the UK job market. You can also use this for any other market as well, because I think CV format for UK is also applicable in the US, I think, and also in Canada as well. So if you're in Canada or you're also in US watching this video, it's also applicable to you. So that job description or the way you structure your CV is okay. And in closing, keep your CV short and simple and concise. Don't put a lot of buzzword or a lot of jargons in your CV. Make it simple, concise, straightforward. One thing I normally tell some of the people I've helped with writing CV before is look at that CV once again. Make sure there's no typos. After you've checked there's no typos, read that CV again. Put it in such a way that if you are a recruiter, will you hire yourself if you read that CV yourself? So just put it in that format. Once you read the CV and you say, okay, if I'm a recruiter, I can hire myself. Put yourself in the shoe of a business owner. If I'm a business owner and I see this person's CV, can I hire this person? So once you see that, you can be able to judge if you've done a good job in writing your CV. And lastly, update your CVs regularly. So some people might have CV that they used about 2 years ago and they just forget it and just put it and just use it to apply for a new job. That's automatic rejection, automatic breakfast. So just make sure you update it regularly, and when you are applying for next job, make sure you tailor it to another job. Because if you are looking for a job and you are looking for a job and it's just applicable to everything you are looking for in life, you have to put those efforts in it before you can especially get a meaningful thing out of it. So don't worry too much about having so many CVs, because when you are applying for this job, you see some job, like for example, you are applying for data analyst, you are applying for business analyst. There are some common themes about those. So you can use one CV for all those ones, but just tailor it to the job description, you understand? So that's it about CV writing today, and that's it from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Abiodun, for sharing such an impactful information to my audience. You all heard what he said, and I believe if you follow this guideline, it will really help you. So let me just recap what he said. I think I was able to grab a lot of things he said. He said read the information about the job carefully and amend your CV. Make sure the CV is in line with what you are applying. Match what they want from you with personification. That is when he was saying that you should put your numeric, put the figures and the rest. Then I think also make sure that you emphasize what make it suitable for you. Like he said before, that if you are the employer, will you employ yourself? Something like that. Then mention your experience. I think it's a key word, because there is no CV without experience. Please take note of that. Then attach necessary documents. Make sure that you put anything that you know, yes, it's worth it on your CV. And please try and also, if you have a LinkedIn account, and if you don't have a LinkedIn account, try and open one. It is very necessary. Some employers seek out for employee through the LinkedIn account, Indeed, and the rest. So just make sure you have a LinkedIn account, and make sure that your account is well suitable enough. We have different type. We have just ordinary LinkedIn account. You can go professional, so that one alone will attract more people to your page, and it will attract more employer. Put in what your skills there, so it will attract more people to your page, and you get more notification from those employers. like what he said, I got one aspect from what he said. He said if you are writing a CV and you need some guideline and the rest, he do write CVs for a lot of people. I know I used to kick against people not writing the CV by themselves. So therefore, that is why we are teaching you this, so that you can do it yourself. Do it yourself so that you will know how to do it very well. If you don't have time, or you really want an expert to look into your CV or to review it, if you can write in your under the comment section, I will get in touch with him, connect you to him. That is the only thing I can do. But I really want you guys to write this yourself, and it will really help you, because it's more like you are training yourself too. But if you need more guideline, let me know under the comment section. So thank you all for listening. I really appreciate. Please kindly like this video so that it can go viral. And please, most of the video I've posted before, there is always an advert coming up on each of the video, and please always don't skip the advert. Please don't skip it. Allow it to play finish. It will really help my own algorithm. Please don't skip it. I'm begging. And try and like this video. Let it, because the more you like, the more YouTube algorithm take, as in they will share it far and near. Please like, share, comment. So in order for you to watch more of this video, please kindly subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment. I really want to see more of you guys. Comment under the description. Please like, share, comment. Thank you. Bye.